Hello fans of Marvel Heroes, my name is Wilfred Wong and welcome to this channel where you see many videos and guides on this free-to-play game called Marvel Heroes. Today, let's do a very special episode on the pre-order or don't bother. Green Goblin is going to be the 56 heroes in this game. It's really a fantastic feat for Gazillion to keep coming up with new heroes, and in this episode I'm going to showcase to you some of this ability that he has, design philosophy and so on. Now bear in mind that this is a test center, so what it really means is that tuning may not be right and this may not be right, there may be some bug here and there, the icon may not be there, but as I always say, at this stage of the development, usually the design philosophy is already set and cast in stone. So if you like what you see in terms of gameplay, then maybe the pack is something that you should consider, because right now if you pre-order you get 10% discount. But having said that, I mean there isn't any image for the second costume, so usually when you buy a pack you sort of like buy the costume, right? I mean the second costume, but there's none, so you roll a dice, gamble. Anyhow, okay, so Green Goblin is, I think it's a villain, but somehow he probably have a heroic side of it. So now there you go, he's on the glider, and I've spent some time playing Green Goblin, so I would like to share my experience with you. First of all, he is going to be a hybrid hero. You could build him as one, meaning that he can be physical and energy. So good news to those who like the hybrid, and also good news to those who pay attention to a new Omega system. The interstellar exploration tree or tab will probably benefit Green Goblin a lot because of the physical and energy kind of thing. Now that's one. Another thing that pay attention to is that I think he's a potential to go area, because I actually managed to fill up his hotbar with relevant area power. So artifacts like this may be useful to him together with hybrid. So it's quite rare, but I always like this kind of gearing challenges. He has multiple builds. Maybe I just go through his builds for you to sort of like get an idea of what he's going to be. And I'm going to play this game as well on Green Goblin. Two builds I'm going to play, possibly. And so there's Madman, Bag of Tricks, and Glider Weapon. So what it really means is that on this part of the stuff here, there's a little bit of a mix of passive and so on. But I would like to draw your attention to one passive here. Passive here, Strength over Sanity. If you pay attention to this game, this is probably the first time you see a +3 Strength or +3 attribute in a passive. Is it going to be a new trend? I do not know, because for those who pay attention to the new upcoming Omega system, a lot of these attribute nodes are being nerfed down a lot, meaning that instead of getting a +10 energy, you can only get a +4. So somehow you have to get remaining points from somewhere. Passive is one. So does it mean that a hero with the new passive design philosophy will sort of win over the old one, and the old one will need to have another review kind of redesign? I do not know, but it could be a upcoming trend on this whole thing. So that's interesting. And the another passive is this one. So looking at this, good news, he's a defense dodge hero, so it's not like one of those deflect and dodge hero whereby it's a little bit fragile. Having said that though, I mean, I do not know why. Maybe it's a whole tuning thing here. The damage reduction is only 36%. It's kind of tiny in a sense. Not only that though, I mean, if you look at my, I know I don't have a legendary, but usually with my hero synergy as well as Omega system in the past, I should be able to push towards 50% quite comfortably without even legendary. But look, where my crit is 40%. And the physical energy 44.7%. That is not going to be very good news. I don't know, because the Omega system has been revamped. It could mean a lot of things are being changed in terms of tuning. I do not know, but it seems to me that it will be probably a little bit challenging for those who just start playing Green Goblin. I do not know. I mean, but that's just my observation to sort of like share with you. And and looking at his specialization, he has 2 specialization, and also you can only pick one of each. So it's a little bit interesting. You can either pick the big one or the obscure laser. So picking one will lock you over the other one. So basically you just have one of the 2 power to pick from, and within here there will be a buff to 1 power. So instead of like like the old specialization whereby if you pick this specialization for Black Cat, you got like a couple of powers being buffed. Here just 1 power. So either you pop you buff the Goblin Surprise, or hallucinogenic pumpkin, or sonic toe, so on and so forth. And same for the obscure laser as well. You buff different things. Now what it really means is this, right? So it means that you have a possibility of buffing 6 powers, but you can only buff 1 of them, unlike other specialization. But in return, you can pick another power as well to add on to your kind of hotbar. All right. And the between the 2 though, I mean the laser, I will show you later. It's very odd, the whole laser thingy. And indeed, the whole gunner thingy is a little bit odd because if you are used to target locking in this game, the guns doesn't work this way for Goblin. Goblin actually the gun doesn't change direction even as you move around, and it's very strange. It's not focusing on so it's take a little bit of like getting used to, and you have other things like the boost, which is shooting from behind as well. So I would say he probably has quite an interesting kind of variety to it. Having said that, you probably need to you either like it or hate it, really. I mean, because it changes the way how we play it in a little bit. But I do feel a little bit clunky though. I'll show you just a little bit. And it's a lot of pumpkins, and you can bombs or pumpkins, and you can drop all these bombs and so on. Toads as well. Or you can go for guns and go for those like a barrage and stuff like that. So that is an option. You can move around as well. There's quite a number of like a movement thingy, like this impelling boost, for example. He'll drop a bomb while he move around. So that's pretty neat. All right. And let's go in, and I've got 2 builds for you. One is the area physical energy kind of build, and most likely this would be my favorite build. It's a little bit back to my traditional kind of thing. A mix of damage over time, a mix of cooldown. So that's quite interesting. Quite a lot of bombs going on. So yeah, sit back and enjoy. So here is Cosmic Terminal on the Modok, and I always like to use Modok because it's quite a lot of area things going on. It tests the survivability of the hero as well. Bear in mind that I'm using all 69 unique of his, and all my gears are being hella blasted. So these are pretty decent gear with the dupe room as well. So, and also because this is an area build, so I'm putting all my area relics to him. Ring wise, I mean I don't have danger room kind of like nice ring, so I just use this one. No legendary. But by and large, I mean, these are not a bad kind of like, gear that I have. So whatever you see, just keep that into, bear that in mind. And I'm going to use a few bombs here. The first one is hallucinogenic pumpkin, which has both the vulnerability as well as the confused component to it, because I picked a specialization that kind of like give me I have 1 less power to deal with. Otherwise, I would need to use the Goblin Surprise, which is very slow. The moment you shoot it and sort of like take a while, I don't really like it. So I don't. So this is nice. It combined. It's a physical kind of thing. And after that, Pumpkin Bomb. It is energy. So this is the one that sort of like just bomb. That's it. Very much like Black Cat. See, there's a trap like Black Cat. Is it? Yeah, I think she has a trap like this, and Goblin has a trap like that as well. And gas pumpkin also. It's just a gas. You can maintain 3 areas, and very much like Black Cat as well. All these traps. So things are getting a little bit. Anyway, and there's a little bit special to it as well, because you can actually cause the explosion if you apply the pumpkin bomb onto it. So so how it really works is that if you manage to clip the 8-second kind of like overlap a little bit, or 8.6 second, you could cause an explosion and then reapply again. So that's very neat. And then the big one is the one that granted by the specialization. It's huge, and it does more to vulnerable, burning, and poisoned enemies. So where do this come from? Or from all these 3 things leading to this one. So that's a rotation. And meanwhile, there's also a remote control dive, which is very nice. It's sort of like he actually doesn't go into the melee range, but actually kind of like come back to here. So it's a little bit of animation, but it also proc the melee. So if you have those melee and range prop like the new Omega system on the interstellar exploration, those things like there's some that you have the both the melee and range kind of thing. So those are very nice, like this one here. Melee and range, you could get all those things as well. All right. So. And then what do I have? And then I have the so basically that is about it. And my spender is to drop the toad, but I, just like the Screw Girls Saboteur kind of like thingy. So and that's about it. I'm going in, and the very rare I'll get to use the all right. And the config has no cooldown as well, so that's very nice. And the Alright, so there is a signature here. You just go. You can actually run around and still drop a lot of bombs, and it's. I mean, I do find that this is probably the most natural kind of like well, at least from a build wise, this is very natural for me to play. Alright, but I mean he does seems a little bit fragile. Not too surprised. It's only 30 odd kind of like 30 odd kind of like damage reduction, but I mean seems to me that he's pretty mobile. Not sure about danger room, how he's going to survive. So I'm going to use the signature here. All right, so we just like drop all the bombs, just like the chapter 1 and not chapter 1, sorry, the prelude of the game. All right, so it's a lot of bombs going on, and the do pay attention to the spirit kind of consumption. But as a so-called as a hybrid hero, this is usually not a problem for spirit. But having said that, seems to be quite a fair bit as well of spirit consumption. Anyway, and I'm just like trying out really. This is test center, so anything is subjected to change. Right, so I mean it's a pretty good fun here, I would say. All right. A lot of movement going on, so I would think this is probably my build if I pick him as a unlock him as a hero. And and also I mean the other thing to pay attention is that usually in this game villains are pretty strong. You look at Dr. Doom, you look at Loki, and you look at well, Loki when he was launched, it was pretty nice. I mean, well, but like all things in Marvel Hero, they will be left in the shelf for a while before they sort of like look into them again. But I mean, what I'm trying to say is that like Juggernaut, Magneto when launched, I mean, usually new heroes at launch are pretty decent. Alright, so that is I'm just working my way through, and you can see that the is actually quite spirit intensive, I would say. Consider the fact that I'm actually using a hybrid build. Yeah, I mean all this new Omega system is really causing a lot of destructive kind of like thing to the game. Yeah. Why? But I mean a lot of visual effect, a lot of a bit of mobility everywhere. A mix of nice kind of like damage over time, and the cooldown power as well. So you can use the cooldown power to time your damage over time if so you wish to. Alright, so yeah, that's about it. Toad. Right, the big one. Yeah. Now, if you look at the kill time though, you probably noticed that that's what happened when they nerfed the Omega system and asked you guys to level all over again. It's actually pretty long. Usually though, a hero would nail all these mini boss quite easily, right? But yeah, I mean tuning wise, I mean there's always room for tuning. But I'm having a spirit issue as a hybrid that is first. Right, so I don't know, something I may have not done right, or also because with the Omega change, I mean who knows, all these things are all connected in some way, right? So we right, yeah, what's up with this? I mean I'm sure I have the spirit return from here. Yeah, I'm just getting a bit puzzled because usually hybrid hero will not have any spirit issue. Well, we have little spirit issue. But also there isn't any ability for him to gain the spirit back as well. So I don't know. Maybe I have to do it through the Omega system now. There's something called like you can get like the spirit return when the enemy is hit. So in this kind of environment, it's good because you hit a lot of enemies. But it won't save you in way though, by the way. Alright. So I'm just dropping pumpkins, and whenever there is those kind of remote dive, control dive, I'll go in. So well, that's all in good time, and that signature is beautiful though, by the way. I mean, I have to say that I'm actually having fun playing Green Goblin. Alright, just that seems a little bit handicapped by the fact that the spirit consumption is so high. What happened? No idea. Right, so and also the crit actually is quite low as well, I think. 46%. Oh, actually 50%. Huh. I think he must have some unique whereby it's pumped up the crit somehow to give you more crit while playing this game. Yeah, I'm trying to see here where does the crit come from, because I didn't see the kind of crit. Yeah, but anyway, let's do a ultimate here. All right, so I'm gonna just do an ultimate here for Green Goblin. So his ultimate is like, wow, this is like a Thor kind of ultimate, isn't it? Okay, that's and after ultimate, the Moldog is still surviving. So now you see, you guys have to work hard again for your Omega system. To recap. It's a conspiracy, man, all this Omega system. Alright, so now I'm going to head back to the training room and sort of like switch to another build, which is more on the guns. So to give you some idea how he plays, like if you do not want to drop too much pumpkins and just want to do a little bit gun kind of thing. Alright. So now, before I go into a cosmic terminal to show you how his gun build is like, so what happened is I picked some of the power that's more to gun, and I sort of like picked the Oscorp laser as well as the as to buff my ultra wing clip. So this clip becomes a cooldown power, hit harder and wider. So now the one that benefit from the specialization is the clip itself. So it goes something like this. All right, so it's nice short animation, no problem. And the vulnerability thing. Let me just get rid of that cool kit first. The vulnerability thing is this one here. So you see this whole thing, by the time you hit, it's like 1-2 seconds off. So that's why I said this is kind of like just way too slow. I don't like it. Then the gun is the one that I really find it very strange. So I'm going to target this guy. I'm using the gun. As I move, I'm actually hitting somewhere else. I'm not even hitting the target. So I have to retarget every time I move. I'm hitting somewhere else. It's very odd. It's like so I'm hitting this guy, I move to here, and yeah, I'm facing a wall, right? It's just not hitting target at all. So I have to constantly reposition it and kind of thing. So yeah, so it's very odd, just to take a little bit of getting used to, I guess. Another thing odd is a laser. The laser is the one that instead of the big one, which is the specialization power here, if you choose this Oscorp laser, it is like you have to hold the laser beam. And you can also move around as well. So it's something like this. Then you sort of like move. I don't know, man. It's very strange. I probably have to do it again. But another field power is that I've got the wing. You've seen it. So I'm going to do a laser again. So the laser is like this. So you can move a bit. Just now I move forward, but the beam doesn't change direction. It's just basically just like the gunner. You have to hold it and sort of like get the same direction. Alright, so it's like that, right? So it's like this, the beam. So it's very strange. And of course you have this like a toe dive as well. Alright, so and the rocket as well. Rocket, I love it, man. This like that. Wow, fantastic. I mean, that is where the money is, the rocket itself. So even the other build, the other, the area build, I mean, but because the rocket doesn't have any area tag to it, so it's not really worth it. But I mean, it looks really fantastic. So I'm going to go into the cosmic terminal and showcase to you. I mean, look at the thing, it moves, man. The glider is so cute. I wish there's a different color to it though. Anyhow, let's go to, shall I do a curse terminal maybe nowadays? I don't know whether, okay, fine, I'll do a curse. Alright. So I'm going to do a curse terminal here. I hope it's short and sweet. Probably test a little bit on his survivability as well. But I mean, you've seen some of his power, and let's see what he can do once this guy is loaded up. Call in my Deadpool kit. So okay, so that is let's go 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, and then after that, yeah, a bit of lag there. Right, so the gun is very odd. So yeah, I mean, you know, the power is there, but it just now you know why it is not really my favorite build. I like the other one better. Yes, because it's just a little bit odd. All right, so but the all right, so this is the beam. That's sort of like you can actually move it out a little bit. All right, so I think in the old day I wouldn't spend so much time in the bridge. Maybe yeah, so it's more reason for you guys to sort of like replay this game again, earn more Omega Point, mix cap. Otherwise you will feel a little bit strange. Yeah, anyway, and rocket and stuff like that. This is a beam, alright. So I think it's just a matter of getting used to. I don't know whether in real life it's really useful or not. And but you know, so this is a beam, alright. It's very strange because it can't change direction. If enemy at the back, you can't really do anything about it. Yeah. So, but you know, it seems to me less less spirit intensive compared to the other build that I have, the pumpkin build. So this is this is not the pumpkin build, all right. So let's see, whole bunch of stuff here. The laser beam. So you can do like this, and well, I don't know, man. I think it looks more like a gimmick than anything else. Maybe I just haven't got around to playing it the right way. All right, so I'm just going to get to the next one here. Right, all right, man. How about the beam again? Now I'm not beaming it, right? Am I? So yeah, you need a bit of like kind of like whoa, fly up there again, and the guns. And that's it. Okay, let's face Curse and see how it goes. Alright, so let's go. Curse. 1, 2, rocket, 3, laser beam. Alright, so it is something like that. I think I'm getting sort of the hang of it. It's a bit different, of course, and but the other one, the ultra clip has to be quite you know, you have to be quite near to the target in order to benefit from the ultra clip. And also the dive is a bit shorter range as well. So he's the Quanxi kind of like, even his range it has to be quite close in order to benefit from focusing. I don't know whether you guys have seen the timer yet. I'm doing Curse right now with the maximum Omega Point 9,000 odd. After they rewarded me with all this. I don't know why they give me 9,000 odd. Well, close to 9,000. Omega Point. And do you think I'm awesome? I don't know. I don't feel awesome at all. It's just a way that it's been tuned. This is the new Marvel Heroes 2.0, where things are really interestingly longer than before. I don't know. Just kidding. I don't know, man. I mean, I hope it's just because I haven't really got a hang of playing Green Goblin. But yeah. So that is it. That is the Green Goblin for the for another build, for the gun build. Now I attempted to do a movement build there, but in the end it doesn't quite work out the way that I wish it to be, because I sort of like hoping that it's somewhat like the Silver Server kind of like movement thingy going on, that I can use a lot of movement going on, but it doesn't entirely work out for me. So I don't know whether I should showcase that to you. I tell you what, since I love you all and you love me as well, so why not do another one for you guys, just for you guys though. Okay, this is Cosmic Juggernaut, Green Goblin at Test Center, and I'm using a kind of movement build. So you see a lot of like, you know, the screen is moving like crazy. My apologies though if you feel dizzy watching this part of the video, so you may just want to jump to the end for the closing speech. So I'm going to have a mix of pumpkin and the and I'm using the Obscorp laser again, and this time around I'm buffing the blade, the glider itself. So the glider is called Impelling Boost. It causes target to bleed. So this is the one that I need to max out for this kind of move. So you see I move a lot. And but having said that, I'm going to drop pumpkins as well. So mainly, this is my main spender, but I'm going to drop pumpkins along the way, some rocket along the way, just having fun, moving around like crazy. So you'll see a lot of movement, and so it goes something like this. Alright, man. So it is just spreading love everywhere, and the you know, kind of thing, and well, that's about it really. So I can imagine this is probably one of the more fun build, effective or not, I don't know. This is the funny beam, and I don't think this beam is really working out seriously. I prefer the big one, but that is the only thing that buffed the my movement car blade. All right, so yeah, this is the one, and see, it got me killed, but it got me like, you know, the beam is not really working out seriously enough. So yeah, so this is the car move, and you move for the sake of moving. Yeah. All right. Okay. Alright, so that is the yeah, it's a lot of like a signature time. Alright, and wow, yeah, right, the beam, I should stop using it. I should take it off from my toolkit. Alright, so 2, 3. Right, see, it's kind of like doesn't it remind you a little bit of the so-called the silver server in a sense, yeah. But it's just that I mean, it's not a lot of movement thing going on, right? It's just there's some power, there's movement, not all. So as I always say, it's very hard to find a hero whereby you have a complete movement kind of thingy, or a portal to the cow level. Should I go and solo cow level with the Green Goblin, huh? Alright, come on, man. No, you see what I'm saying? Someone is up my back, and the sort of like I can't really do anything about it because the beam is only facing the front. Fun time. Yeah, there was like a real-time censorship of what I'm supposed to say. Anyhow, okay, just focus on this beam here. I really should take it off, man. This beam is not really working out at all, but I'm just trying here. So as you can see, I mean, he's taking quite a lot of damage. Man, I mean, you know, movement build, I probably would need a little bit more reassurance that I can survive through all this, like cutting through the thing. I mean, Silver Surfer is like a pinnacle of movement heroes, I think. I think he and Juggernaut is probably the two movement heroes that is really quite alright from a movement perspective. Not just like move for the sake of movement. Alright, so anyhow, and the man. Alright, more pumpkin. Alright, more pumpkin. Alright, so that's it. And let's just face Juggernaut, shall we? I mean, you know, so usually what happened, by the way, for you all, that usually I was just trying to save the so Juggernaut is buffed up, right? So I just go back out and just kill some of this guy, because there's really no point in facing Juggernaut when it's all buffed up. My time up will get killed. I can't do anything. May as well get some count somewhere. So okay. Alright, so that is the signature time. More pumpkin and the laser. Wow, you see, I don't even know whether I'm hitting something or not. So pumpkin. Right. Well, I mean, you know, okay, so that is out, and I need to save my team up. So that's how you play this game. Just this really stupid this whole mechanic. Okay, so he's back up, and okay, rocket. Right. Oh man. So yeah, that's it. And I mean, there's nothing really memorable, but it just shared with you something different in a sense. So I guess in closing, I do enjoy the potential of what Green Goblin has. I think once Gazillion finished building him, I think some of the build is just not quite there yet. It's very clunky, but at least there's one build that I like. So I don't know whether, you know, it's always like this, right? You know, you get a hero, there's a build that you like, and there are some other builds that are out there, but you sort of like can leave it out, so that's fine, right? So the build that I like is the area build, physical, energy, hybrid build, range as well. I think that is probably one of the most natural one with a mix of damage over time and the cooldown power as well. In terms of design, he's a little bit different from the rest of it, although specialization, but it's not like it still requires you a little bit of thinking which one of the main spender to use and so on. So it's quite kind of fun. Green Goblin is going to be released together with the new Omega system update. So I do not know how it's working out, but at least it's working to its advantage because of the interstellar exploration tab. So let me know in the comment box below. I hope I've sort of like give you a variety of different angles to what Green Goblin can do, or from a design philosophy perspective. So pre-order, don't bother, it's really up to you. And I have a feeling that he's probably one of the heroes that I may enjoy in the recent times. All right, thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, there's a link at the description of the website. Going back to the website, a lot of my guys there, check them out as well. Goodbye.